Hey coaches, this is just a quick video to show you how to utilize the Track Wrestling team portal page. So if we go to trackwrestling.com, we can have a menu here where we click manage or browse. If we click browse, you have tournaments, seasons, and other things. Manage is where you're probably going to end up most, and you're going to go to season teams. So we click on season teams. Maybe it pops up here, but if you need to click on more seasons, you can do that, then select from the current season you want to utilize. So if I click my login, you should have gotten this information already from the Track Wrestling OPC area, but my screen's going to look a little different from you logging in because I have the ability to go to all teams. But as you log in, you'll see this page right here. So I'm using Hewitt Trustful High School's page with their permission. So just a couple things I want to point out is this will show you the dates, all your events, dual matches and tournaments, the time, and the level. The level will become important later in another video, but for now, this is just your general page. You have a couple tabs here at the top: edit team, roster, weight management, schedule, matches, statistics, users, more. You have leagues, media, weigh-in, forfeits, video servers. You'll never use the video servers. So just a couple things to point out. Tab number 1, edit team. Here you can change all your team information. I recommend that you put in your school address and all the information that goes with it. You can add your team logo. You change your team's colors. Weight group should already be set. If you have a team website, you can add that here. It should be locked, and everything else should already be set up for you. One thing I do not, and I repeat, do not change is your abbreviations. I have all the abbreviations for each team already set, and I'll verify them throughout the season, but please do not change this to something that you prefer. Leave it as it is in the system. Okay, at the bottom, you'll just click save if you make any changes here. The next is roster. This will show you all your kids that are rostered after hydration. These names will get added in once you pass your hydration. It should come up with a green check mark. It'll show you their name. You've got to link them. Show you the minimum wrestling class, weight class, minimum wrestling weight, their assessment weight, what they weighed in during hydration. You can set up which class they're going to be wrestling in. Obviously, their gender, what grade they're in. I recommend you do that. And then their record will populate automatically in another video. If you click on the kid's name, you can see all their information. Up here, you've got a seed criteria. That'll be a different video. And then we can just click roster. So the weight loss plan, this will be another video as well. If we click on it, it shows you from the day they pass hydration what their weight loss plan is. Notice eligible weight class, eligible wrestling weight, and day of the season. Okay, and it gives you all the days. Okay, this is probably the start of the season right in here. Obviously here they got a 2-pound allowance for wrestling multiple days in a row. Notice all the dates are added in as you complete your weigh-in sheets. That'll be another weight or another video. Notice it goes all the way through. Now down at the end here, this is our cutoff date right here at the end. Minimum wrestling weight locked. This is a date set by the state. It'll show you what their minimum wrestling weight is and their weight class. Okay. If you ever want to test the wrestler's weight, you can type it in over here. Type in what you think they are going to weigh in at, and then click add. So if I just put in some random number, click add, notice it will recalculate their dates. And then obviously we just close it out. Okay, so that's the weight loss plan for this individual. I'll close that tab. Okay, the next is the weight management. This is the number of times members of the Hewitt team went to hydration testing, their status, when it was entered in by Bridget. You won't be able to do anything with this information. Alpha Master, this just shows you what their results were body fat, minimum wrestling weight class, all that kind of stuff. All that will be loaded for you. Next, we have our schedule page, which is our main page here. We'll go through a lot of this in the other videos. Matches is really important. Here you can select all your eligible wrestlers and you can look at their matches. So I'll click on this individual. Notice it has the date of the event, what the event was, a dual match, a tournament, out-of-state tournament, etc. It shows the result, who they wrestled, and what the result was. Okay. Statistics is an additional program that carries an additional fee. It allows you to track all their stats. We can cover that in another video. Users, this is going to be coaches, ADs, principals, all that stuff. So if you want to add coaches or admins, this is where you would do it. You just click add user, fill out their information. You need to have at least the head coach and your athletic director. Okay, go back to schedule. More, this will show you the leagues. I will update your leagues. Please, please, please do not add any additional leagues. This is important when it comes sectionals and state time. I'll set every team's leagues up myself. So please do not add any additional leagues. Media, if you want to send the results to a newspaper or a website, you can add their emails there. Weigh-ins, this is important. I get a lot of calls every year. I can't create a weigh-in sheet. My kids aren't popping up, or half the lineup's popping up. This is where you would check. So again, more than weigh-ins. If you did not save a previous weigh-in sheet or committed another weigh-in sheet, it will say open. This should always be 0 or 1. All right. If they did not participate in a weigh-in sheet, that's fine. And it'll show you how many times those kids weighed in throughout the season. So a lot of times you can check your errors by looking here. And if you have an open weigh-in, it will tell you by clicking on the kid's name, what event did they wrestle in that you haven't committed their weigh-in sheet for. Okay, so that's weigh-ins. All right, forfeits. Okay, if you had a forfeit, you can do it here. I don't think anybody's ever utilized this, but it's there. And then video servers you can just ignore. So that's just a general overview of the team portal page.